my god, Marini in raids. When's that shiny? Imagine if they dropped that shiny, that would have been so much better. Marini would have been a chase. It would have had a purpose. As it stands, it's just irrelevant. Yes, hello and welcome everybody. Hope you're good, and it's time for Sustainability Week. Possibly week using the WEAK in the terms of this event. So before we dive into the minimal amount this event has to offer, I'm actually going to take the Incensed podcast episode 167 out of my ears, because looking at the game here, there is a thing we talked about on the show actually, and there's event-themed field research, which we're going to work on today. There's event-themed 2-kilometer eggs, which we're going to have to hatch today and hope that we can walk off all those 10Ks we've got in the storage. And then there's a lot of buddy bonuses with more items, more souvenirs, half heart distance, more types of items, and we'll walk with you longer when we poffin it, which is great. I need more XL candy for Enamorous. However, the one thing that is catastrophically missing, and I think we've had 1 or 2 events like this in the past, there are no specific wild spawns for this event. There's not even raids. That's not necessarily a bad problem, because we've had lots of events with no specific tiered raids. However, no wild spawns for this event, which means the likes of shiny Drilbur and Trubbish and Binacle and Foongus, and there's one other, Combee. There's like 5 Pokemon featured in field research tasks and in these 2-kilometer eggs. You won't find them in the wild unless you find that, I know Drilbur nests, so I might have a scout on Campfire and have a look and see if anybody's reported one, but there's nothing to do in this event apart from, as you can see, I think the kilometers will be racked up this week because you have to walk or explore. They say explore, it's actually just walk about Niantic. 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers. There might be more that I'll probably talk about later in the video, and the eggs are just regular 2-kilometer eggs. You can see here 5 hatchable Pokemon, and there's no egg reduction bonus either. We'll jump into the actual gameplay, as it were, and do some field research checks today, and maybe see if we can do some rocket grunts, because they're a nice free part of the game that everyone can utilise, and see if we can get something cool. Shadow Drilbur does count for the collection challenge, by the way, and if you play tomorrow night, Trubbish Spotlight Hour should tick that form of collection challenge off for you as well. My view on this event when I first saw it is, compared to the last couple of years, this is just abysmal. This is a horrendous event, and why they've decided to nerf it. You know, typically we used to have last year and the year before, I remember seeing a post on X where they compared 2021, 22, 23 and now 24. We had global challenges to complete with a number of cleanups that Pokemon Go players registered to do, and the more activations we got, the more bonuses we got. We got like double catch candy, we got more spawns, we got raid XP and XYZ. So Sustainability Week has tended to have a purpose. This time it's sort of just like a passive go as you go kind of thing. And I'll say this now, and God knows if anybody from Niantic is watching, but there is a very big difference between going about playing Sustainability Week and going out to play Sustainability Week. Everybody pretty much is going to be doing this passively, hatching the odd egg and possibly doing some field research stuff, because there's no challenge involved and you just have to walk kilometers, and there's not too much fun in just walking kilometers over and over and over again. And considering this event only lasts a working week, it doesn't even cover this coming weekend. The vast majority of people who are busy at work or have other stuff going on in their lives won't be able to partake in it. So this is a crying admission, particularly if you want to go and check out in the corner there what happened last year. We had shiny Drilbur as a new shiny release, and we had Bounsweet as a brand new Pokemon to the game. This year offers nothing. Absolutely nothing, so I really don't know what we're going to do. There's Team Rocket, as you can see here, and Normal's not been weak, we may do that one, and thank goodness we have a Darumaka nest, which is something of interest. But one cool thing that's kind of going alongside the Sustainability Week is actually nothing to do with it specifically. Now you should all have this incredibly good looking update for the background, for the encounter screens, and for the map as well. So everybody should now have that update. It's been here in the UK. I've seen a lot of people asking on videos and live streams about it. It should now be active for you. So what we are going to do before I get up and start walking again is give Enamorous a little poffin because we're still working on getting this thing enough rare XL candy and XL candy to get to level 50. We have a Poffin for it. It should stick around on the map for a bit longer, but we're going to be out for a couple of hours today and see what we can do. I was rather hoping, actually, to do a 100 field research task challenge in a day, but that's not going to be possible because unless I do a 24-hour challenge, and for God's sake, I'm not going to do that for this event, we might have to do 2 or 3 days worth of field research tasks walking around just to get that done. And I want to see which ones are in which pool. I know I could check social media, but let's have a look, shall we? So that's on offer for today. Let's find some Tapu Bulu, I guess. There's one down there. Let's go and do it, sure. Before we jump into that Tapu Bulu I mentioned a second ago, we do actually have Walk 1K, and they are going to be one specific Pokemon. So there's 5 Pokemon featured in field research tasks and these 2K eggs, as I said, and each Pokemon has a different research task to coincide with it. So Walk 1 kilometer is going to give you the Trubbish, which, seriously, stack those. If you walk 1K, just stack these Trubbish, because obviously they are 750 stardust per catch, so if you catch them with a star piece on all in one go, that's a lot of stardust. However, I want to find, because I did check this, Walk 2K is the Drilbur, so obviously the most desirable, newer shiny of the bunch of them is going to be Walk a lot. There is catch 5, catch 10, and do something else. They give you all the different Pokemon. So Combee and Trubbish are both boosted dust Pokemon, so if you create a research stack of those and then catch them afterwards with the star piece on, that's a handy way of boosting your Stardust gains. But let's jump into the Tapu Bulu and see what other raids are dotted around anywhere, shall we? I did check. There's no Drilbur nest in this part of London at all. So that whole thing of trying to find a Drilbur nest, out the window. I do hope the nests rotate on Thursday morning, but let's go. Let's begin. Tapu Bulu. We're basically just going to go through and provide some information. So this is catch 5 Pokemon for the event. It was Bicycle. Good Shiny was released, I remember, at the same time Severe Safari Zone was happening in 22, and thankfully have the Shinies. In fact, not too long ago we got one when this was a bicycle nest. Fantastic. Doesn't give you boosted dust or anything, but it's a funky looking shiny if you can get it. Now I need another task. Oh my god, Marini in raids. When's that shiny? Imagine if they dropped that shiny, that would have been so much better. Marini would have been a chase. It would have had a purpose. As it stands, it's just irrelevant. Alright, it's time to see what catch 10 Pokemon for the event will give you. A Foongus. Actually, that's a boosted dust Pokemon as well. So 3 of the 5 Pokemon that are featured are boosted dust. And we've done Explore 2 kilometers. It's our first Drilbur check, people. Not shiny. I think you're looking for 5, 8, 9 from memory for that hundo. Best of luck. We've got the final task that you can pick up for this event. Hatch an egg. We've got 3 of them. It's going to give you the Combee. Again, boosted dust Pokemon. Was shiny boosted for the bug event not too long ago. So there's a female one. We did actually pick up a shiny of it. I don't need any more of them, so we'll just see if we get one randomly from the task. And they are boosted dust Pokemon, so all of that I'm going to create a nice research stat from today and then claim them all later. However, I've done a route, walked all the way around the park. Seems that there's no Zygarde cells, so have I cleared? Okay, I've got some egg storage, that's good, it's good. Now let's go and find some more tasks. I really hope there's more Drilbur tasks, because Drilbur's the sort of best Pokemon out of the bunch, to be honest. Just as I was faffing around with the route and realised we haven't got to the start point yet. Boom! Look at that! I don't remember the last time we got a shiny Whismur on the game, but Daily Adventure Incense has very much delivered one. So we're going for a blue ball and a raspberry. This, I think, was released as part of the 22 Go Fest, maybe? Or something like that. I remember getting it in Seattle Go Fest, that's for sure. We'll have a look back, and I'm not sure I've even completed the shiny family for it. Here we go, shiny Whismur. Not a bad 3-star, actually. That's like 11, 12, 14. It could be worse, but it could be a lot better. 46.39. Let's have a little quick look at the Pokédex and go, see all. When was our last one? Oh, Go Fest last year. We did actually get one, I remember, as part of a 24-hour challenge as well, so I really should evolve the shiny family. This route was registered to start on this stop, but it actually starts at the gym just up ahead. And it appears that Lamas is an Incarnate nest. That's a boosted shiny. Don't need it, but hey, what did I just say? It is a boosted shiny, so there we go. We have shiny Nincada. Lovely golden shiny. We very recently completed the shiny family for it finally evolving to shiny Ninjask. Maybe decent hidden stats. It's not boosted or anything. 1 XL candy for the catch, and 1 star, unfortunately. So 281, that just shows how this thing doesn't spawn. So now the fact that it nests is really good. Right, after a little bit of walking, we've managed to burn 9 2-kilometer event eggs. So this will be, I'm afraid, the only batch we're showing on this video because I have stuff I need to do today. So let's see if anything Sparkly's going to hatch out of them, or 4-star goodness, because they're all the 5 same Pokemon that you get from the field research anyway. So we've had Bicycle, we've had Foongus. Next up is Trubbish. Fantastic. We'll complete the collection challenges, but they only give you dust and XP, so there's no encounters, which is a bit of a shame. And three Trubbish. Okay, interesting. There's not really any point whacking a star piece down for these eggs because they're 2Ks, they give you no stardust basically. And Foongus. So Drilbur's not coming out of those eggs for me? No, I don't think it is. That's a real shame. One more egg. Oh, there we go, 1 Drilbur for the badge. Any 4-star goodness at all? No, all very dead. And that is the problem with egg-focused events, that the majority of us, some people like to go ham on the eggs, which I full-on respect you for doing. I've been reasonably okay with eggs and hardcore on them for events, specifically to try and provide the coverage, but the reality of playing the game is you hatch a lot of rubbish, don't get sparkles, don't get hundos, and when there's 2-kilometer eggs, you get no dust or candy and thrown in there either. So that's going to be that. We do have 3 hatch and egg tasks, which we know are Combee, which we're going to put into our stack and claim at a later time. It's not a shiny one. I don't remember the 100% off the top of my head, unfortunately. Not shiny. 204. That's all I'm going to be able to cover for today's Sustainability Week video. So let me know in the comments below, are you excited? Are you interested? And are you chasing anything specific? And have you got anything on day 1? Because it runs through until the end of Friday, this event. So quite good to play passively throughout the week if you so please. But I'd much rather there were some wild spawns to go alongside of this event, because otherwise you just... there's very little. I've just seen a lot of cottony because it's cloudy boosts here, unfortunately. Thanks very much to every single one of the Patreon gang who are here supporting me as a creator in the channel, which provides the content, the live streams, and the live event coverage as well. So everybody who's on the rolling credits at the end of every single one of the videos produced here, thank you so very much for all of your pledges. It really, really does make a massive difference. Tomorrow, Trubbish Spotlight Hour, will be live streaming that in the evening and seeing if we can bag a bunch of stardust, because it's a very good one to drop your star pieces onto. And obviously Tapu Bulu Radar stream is coming up later. We'll see if we can get out and vlog a little bit more of a quest grind. I'd like to do that, but the quests are all walking, and the good quests, should I say, are all walking, and there's only so far you can walk in a day. I'm going to say, if you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you go and check out either one of these videos where there can be much more interesting events and bits of Pokemon Go coverage. So something cool from the Sustainability Week event last year. Trust me, last year was actually a decent event. And then let's look back at something else. They're all good bits of content, so I hope you click on them, I hope you stick around the channel, and I'll say until the next time, do take care.